This is the Lifeline AM/FM shortwave radio that was designed for African nations, and there was a program that would fund the gift of a radio to a village if people bought the similar radio for themselves. So I thought I'd buy this. It has a dynamo in the back, and it also has an antenna. I've got a wire clip to it at the moment, and there's a solar panel on the back as well, which is disconnected at the moment because it's nighttime. So let's see what's on shortwave, the lower frequencies.
Asimismo estaba presente la señora el símbolo de la señora.
Puts out quite a good volume too for a dynamo radio. Okay, on the back here is the dynamo crank. It's kind of hard to crank it, and the radio keeps moving around, so I won't bother showing you. But it is quite a nice, solid radio. Actually,
WWCR ceases operations on this frequency. We invite you to tune your shortwave radio to 5.890 megahertz. 5.890 megahertz. WWCR will begin operations on this frequency.
yeah. Another creature. Let's see what else we have here. I don't know where that static's coming from. Oops, it's kind of fiddly. There's no fine tuning on this thing. So if you've got a weak signal, you're kind of hosed. Yeah, we got no time for stories now. Let's see. I think this is Romania, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. I wonder if they're signing on or off. Probably off. Kind of a catchy interval signal, isn't it? Well, it sounds like they're signing on. How about that? Yep. Radio Romania. What else do we have here? It's too weak. I like the look of the dial on this radio. Kind of reminds me of those jukeboxes that used to be in restaurants where you put in your money and you pick your tunes. Oops, that's kind of fiddly. Oh, that's a digital mode. That was kind of scary sounding, isn't it? And there's that pulse modulation transmission of some sort or another. Oh, we reached the end. This dial band switch is kind of wonky, as you can hear. Not made with much care for sturdiness, it would seem. Still a nice radio, this. Oh. WWV. I like them because they always give me the time of day. Yeah.
As it goes, 2 hours, 2 minutes. Coordinated universal time.
Yeah, so that's working nicely. Of course, it's nighttime, so there will not be much in the way of stations at this time of SSB. Oh, see, that's the trouble with this radio. It suffers from images. It's just a single conversion radio. Of course, it wasn't meant to be a DX machine or a high-end radio. It was just meant to bring Africans the news and current affairs and music and stuff. Interestingly enough, this radio goes down to 515 kilohertz, which is kind of unusual. Oh. I wonder what kind of digital thing that is. I've heard it for decades, and no one's yet explained it to me what it is. More digital ham stuff. We need to get into that kind of thing. Oh, CW. So obviously 20 is still doing interesting things. Yep, there's something sparking. Whoop. Oh, there's that OTR over the horizon radar. I'm not sure what this station is. I should say too that this radio goes from about 3 megahertz up to 18. So it's got not the greatest range, but got all the popular bands. Let's see what else is on tonight. This is October the 10th. No, it's 11th. Sorry. October 11th, UTC the 12th. Yeah. RTTY. There's that pulse modulation stuff. Quite annoying, actually. Where are we?
De acuerdo a comprobaciones de expertos.
El primer ministro de Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu.
As you can tell, there's image problems with this, but it is what it is. Nope, I guess that's it. It does fairly well on AM too, actually. Let's see if we can get this. Whoops. It doesn't seem to be quite engaged. There we go.
With doing something nasty, he was a very, very good. We hate playing against him. Blackouts are unfounded. In a statement, the province disputes that and again calls the timeline unachievable and that it will increase the price of electricity as well as reduce reliability to homes and businesses.
It's fairly receptive on AM, I find. Sometimes radios like this aren't. Whoop, what was that?
They're looking for boats that are 50% fully moored, and so it's a walking to Sports Bay right now. There's 7 o'clock, I guess, those are off. It was indigenous to
The old CPC.
You're talking about a rush to destroy, to crush and destroy Hamas, rather. What kind of situation does that put the hostages in?
You get a lot of American stations up here in Canada during the night, which I find fascinating.
A family of a white mom and a Mexican dad. I grew up in Douglas. You know, the difference between how middle and the Midwest people eat food.
And as usual, the neon tubes cause a lot of static.
I'm the person God wants you to be. Achieve the things God wants you to achieve, and I can be fruitful and incredible ovation for the longest tenured member of this game and the 20. Let's see if that's true.
With Seattle Police, but would not go into detail about any specific threat. Jeff Posable, Northwest News Radio.
Seattle Mayor Bruce Harrell has signed 5 new laws into effect, hoping to
Football Academy.
Republicans who are almost breaking down in tears talking about the actual video and pictures they've seen of babies who were decapitated. So, I don't know why.
I should say that this
struggle is so great that it might even undo us. What
is not hindered by my metal roof.
Who will deliver us from this body of... and limited spending and...
Yeah. I can't leave it on music for too long or I might get a penalty from YouTube. I should say too that this has a lithium-ion battery pack in it, this radio. I changed out an old one because it just wouldn't charge anymore. Nearing the top of the band.
honor with that phone.
Yeah, it's surprising this radio picks up so many stations inside a house with metal siding and metal roof. I was worried it wouldn't do that, but anyway, that is my radio, my Lifeline radio that I bought, and I'm pleasantly surprised at how nice it is.